Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing part 7 of the 2018 Marvel Rally. So we have all the teams today, and as I told you before, this is quite a special event. It involves two groups, and I'm going to explain it right now. This is the course. It might look weird at the moment, and that's why. So this is a special event where we have two heats, as I told you, two groups. Each group has 4 teams in it, because there are 8 teams in total, obviously. And as you can see, there are 4 files at the top here. So there are 4 starting spots here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And originally, one group was supposed to start in each spot, and then they were supposed to come down or be released at the same time. They were supposed to come down into these funnels, come through here, go through the funnel, and finish. And we were to rank them accordingly. However, some of the files are different from other ones because we have 2 sets here that we've made it from. The files from this set, which are this one and the middle 2, are faster than the files in that set, which are the outer 2. So they finish quicker, which means that would be unfair if we put some of half the teams in there and half the teams in there, and thus we're putting 2 marbles from each team in one type of funnel and the other 2 marbles in the other type to make it more fair. So that's how it is. And by the way, this is all about your last marble. So the first 3 of your marbles don't count. It's all about your last marble. So your last marble must do well. So you'll understand as we go along, but first we have to choose the groups. So we're going to be choosing them randomly out of hats. Well, not literally out of a hat, but pretty similar idea. So we take just 1 of each marble. We have those 4. Then we have Minty Maniacs, Oxygen, Lava, and Blazing Blasters. We have these 8. Actually, let's take this guy instead. We have these 8. And so now we'll find out which groups they will be in. So here we have the grouping. So we're going to pick these guys out of my hand randomly, or just from underneath me. I'm just going to shake them up. Or should I do this? Should I race them and see, say the odd numbers that finish are... I'm just going to pick them out randomly. So we have the first one, which is this one, which is the first one in Group A. So let's take this one. Oh, Rangers. Okay. So now, first one, Group B. They will not be facing the Rangers in their first matchup. It's Electro. Okay, interesting. Now, settle down there. Now we have the next one in Group A, who will definitely be facing a Rangers in their first matchup. It's Blazing Blasters. Next we have, facing Electro in Group B, Lava. This is the point where the marbles start moving off the sheet of paper. So, only 4 marbles left now. In Group A, against Minty Maniacs, against Rangers and Blazing Blasters, we have Snow Wolf. And none of the old teams have been picked out yet, and Circus either. So now we have Group B here, against Lava and Electro. It's Circus. So now it's time to find out which... So these 2 teams, the top 2 at the moment, which are the 2 teams that have participated in other events, will not be in the same group. So let's see which of them will be in Group A. It's going to be Oxygen, which leaves Minty Maniacs, let's shake him up anyway, in Group B, with the biggest box of all. Go on then. Can you stop rolling, please? That would be really helpful. Thanks. So these are the groups. Let's see how they do. So, whole team, obviously, not just these singular ones. So, which one's the tougher group? It's actually not that obvious, actually. I'm not sure which one it is. So, let's do Group A first. Well, pretty obviously. So, I'll be back once I've put the teams in there. I've decided I'm going to show you how I'm putting the teams there. By the way, we have this guy joining us, whose name I still don't know yet. Let's just call him Globule for now. Globule joining us with his little reindeer hat here and his reindeer antlers. Okay, so I decided I'm going to show you how I'm putting them in. So let's just take one of these, Christmas coloured, one of these, and put them, say, there. Let's just put them all in first. Put these things all in first. There and there. Now remember, we have to put half the team in one, half the team in the other. So let's put Rangers in that one. Well, there's 4 of them. So Rangers and, say, Blazing Blasters will be going into this side. So Rangers, Blazing Blasters. So let's put one Blazing Blaster in there, and one Ranger in there, and one Ranger in there, one Blazing Blaster in there, like that. Now we get Snowwolf, who goes first in there. Oxygen goes first in there. Then Oxygen goes second in there. And Snowwolf goes second in there. And so on. So yeah, there we go. And we've done the first setup. Now I have to put this on the camera stand, or I can't possibly take all 4 of these out at the same time. Well, I can't do that anyway, but I have to do them as quickly as possible. Let's just extend this because it's too low to see that. So we're here, and so all we need to do is remove these, and the marbles will hopefully start going. So let's remove these outer ones first and the inner ones. And it won't be unfair because it'll be all the teams will have 2 marbles released from the start and 2 marbles released right afterwards. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. They're in. Not much to say at the moment. We have Oxygen who's already entered there. 2 Oxygens. Remember, it's the last one that crosses the line from each team that matters. Snowwolf doing badly. Let's move down to here. It's... Oh, these teams are stuck actually. Oh, but they've made their way out. Oh, Snowwolf have 2 stuck. Snowwolf will come last. That's it. But it's Blazing Blasters in the lead, and I think the Blazing Blasters have the win. Yes, they do. Next, it's Rangers, then it's Oxygen, and then Snowwolf have 2 stuck, so I'm afraid they're automatically going to lose this. That was an interesting matchup, so it's only the last 4 that counts. So Snowwolf taking bottom of Group A. Then we have, let's just remove all the Snowwolves, Wolfies. Then we have Oxygen. Oxygen's not going into the top matchup. I didn't tell you. The bottom 2 going to the losers matchup, and the top 2 going to the winners matchup. So Oxygen is going into the losers matchup. Then we have Rangers in second, and Blazing Blasters, who are at the moment second last in the tournament, having just moved up from last, take the lead in Group A. Take the win in Group A. So now it's time to face off Group B's teams, which will be as interesting as Group A's matchup. Remember, Minty Maniacs is looking for a good points haul. He is only 6 points behind Oxygen, so a win in this event could do bits for him. So now, let's put these teams right in. So we've put 1 set of teams in here, Electra and Lava. Now we have Circus and Minty Maniacs. No. Minty Flake, is that? You. Doesn't really matter that much, but you come in here, and you go there, you go there, you go there, and there. So, second group round. Remember, top 2 teams, judged on their last marble finish, will move into the winners bracket. Well, I say winners bracket, the winners race. which will be exactly the same as this race. So, without further ado, by the way, the bottom race will be exactly the same as this kind of race as well. Without further ado, let's bring on the race. In they go. By the way, if they get stuck this time, I'm going to help them along because I'm aware that the course is slightly dangerous in that sense. But it looks like Minty Maniacs are actually doing quite well on this side, and actually not that well on this side. But every team has at least one marble left at the top, so it's Electro who finished first, but it's not first that matters, it's last. Has anyone finished all 4? No, they haven't. It's Minty Maniacs, I'm pretty sure, who've just done it. Yes, it is. Electro versus Lava for this last one. Who will it be? Didn't matter anyway, because both of them would move to the loser's bracket. Minty Maniacs do take the win, but it doesn't matter as both first and second do move to the winner's bracket. So who came last? It's Lava. In last, Lava go there, along with the rest of their team. What else? Next we have Electro, who actually did come first and third, but they're gonna have to lose that one out. Next we have, who else is it? Circus, who takes second. Without any on the podium. And let me just move these guys back here. In first in this group only, Minty Maniacs. That win could have done a good thing for them if that was the final, but it wasn't. But I think this actual final might even be easier for them. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that because Rangers are a tough opponent, who are right here. So, without further ado, let's bring on the separate matchups. We're going to start with the bottom matchup, which will determine all the places from 5th to 8th. Those 4 places, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, will be determined by this next race. 5th place in this event gets only 3 points, but it's much better than the 0 points on offer for dead last, that is 8th place. So, which of these teams will do well? We're gonna have the loser on this side, which is Snowwolf, the last place in Group A, and the 3rd place in Group B on this side to start with. So Snowwolf and Electro. Snowwolf and Electro. And on the other side we will have the other 2 teams, so Oxygen and Lava. This will be an interesting matchup between these 4 teams, and so will the final. But we will come to that shortly. Before that though, it's this race. It is the decider for these 4 teams. You might all be interested in the results of the final, but this race is as important for these teams, if not more important, than the final is. However, the final is also important for these teams, and this race is important for the teams in the final, because this race will determine how well Oxygen and the other 3 teams do, and how many points they get. So let's see how many points they do get. 3, 2, 1, go. In they go, my friends, in they go. Let's just move over here, and Oxygen is actually doing quite well in both finals. On this side, we have Electro taking a commanding lead over Snowwolf. But remember, it's your last marble that counts, and Oxygen is actually losing out to Lava. Lava have all 4 of their marbles down here already, and the other 3 teams do not. Or Oxygen have them stuck, but Electro are there to see them. Nobody is stuck. Lava finished, that's it. Lava take the win. Oxygen, Snowwolf. Let's see. Snowwolf takes second, and it's 1v1 between Oxygen and Electro. Oh, it's Oxygen in last, and Electro in 7th. That was very interesting, but I told you last event, and it's true. I told you last event, and it is true, that Oxygen have no in-betweens. It's either first or dead last, guys. And that was just proved to us by this match, where Oxygen just took last in the entire event. Entire pot. So Electro took third, as they did in their group, I'm pretty sure. Snowwolf got first and second as well. No, did they? I think they might have. But Lava take the win in this group, because their last place finisher was only, I'm pretty sure that was 5th. Okay, that might not be true actually, because I just realised that when I'm removing some of the marbles, the other ones changed their positions. So Lava takes 5th in this event and comes away with 3 points. Snowwolf with 2, Electro with 1, and Oxygen with 0. So now we have Group B and Group A's top 2 teams. This first place, so the winner in this race, will get 10 points, second place will get 7, third place will get 5, fourth place will get 4. So, without further ado, let's put them in. So, let's just put the camera back on the stand. So, putting them in, we have Group A's second place. Well, actually, let's take Group A's first place over here. Group A's first place. Where is the thing? Let's put these in first. So it's Group A's first place, and which is Blazing Blasters, and Group B's second place, which is Circus, who are occupying the first 2 funnels. And there, and there. And the other 2 teams, oh, this is going to be a tough matchup. Second and third place so far in the event. Minty Maniacs and the Rangers. This could change a lot for both of these teams, as well as these 2 teams. Who are sitting, I'm pretty sure, yes, Blazing Blasters, as I said, near the start of the event. The start of the part, I keep saying event. Are sitting down in second last, only 1 point above last, but only 1 point below 6th. And Circus are actually in 4th with 23 points. Nice. So Rangers and Minty Maniacs here. And in we shall go for the final. This is for it. This is for everything, guys. Let's go. Nobody is stuck. We're all fine, and we're into the finals. Minty Maniacs already entering here, and on this side as well, they're looking strong. But one of their marbles is at the back, and that could cause them a lot of problems in the future. Oh, Minty Maniacs marble losing out to everyone apart from this Blazing Blaster. Let's come down here. Blazing Blasters, Minty Maniacs, and the Rangers have 1 marble finished each. And so now, it's Circus. Circus, I'm pretty sure Circus just grabbed the win there. And, oh, Minty Maniacs came 3rd. Circus grabbed the win, and Blazing Blasters grabbed 2nd. I think this might be Blazing Blasters' speciality. Oh no, they didn't grab 2nd. One of their marbles got stuck. So Minty Maniacs actually took 2nd. Circus did take 1st, but Minty Maniacs took 2nd. Who took 3rd? It was Rangers, because Blazing Blasters got stuck. That was a tough matchup, and I thought Blazing Blasters had 2nd, but this one marble let them down, and they didn't take 2nd, even though they finished 1st as well. So Minty Maniacs take bottom of this group, of this race, which is actually still good, giving them 4 points. And next we have Rangers, who took some shifty positions there. Rangers at bottom step of the podium. Nice, nice. So when I do usually say, let's bring on the rankings and the podium, I can't say that anymore, because we already have the podium here. next we have Minty Maniacs, who take second in the event and 7 points with them. And Oxygen 0 points. Ooh, guess what that means? I'm pretty sure you've already guessed, but we're going to reveal it soon. And in the meantime, let's come back to these teams. So Blazing Blasters return the rest of their marbles here. And we have Circus in first. Well played, guys. This is their second gold medal. And I'm not sure, I don't think they've had any other medal apart from gold. So, Circus win the event. So thanks to this course, by the way, we're just going to show you now what you need for this course. So we have 4 of these. We also have, so we finish down here, then we have this kind of pattern here. So if you want to actually build it yourself, you need just these sets, and then so it's these that connect it and strengthen it, but you don't need exactly these. You can just use those instead if you don't have many, but these just strengthen it more. So after this, you come up into these 2 S's, and then you have this base here from which is built 2 of those, and from the green one it's the green spiral with the blue top ending, and from the red one it's the red spiral that actually stops on the green spiral, and this comes out of there. And similar thing on this side, so I'll just show you the bases of here as well, bases of that, and at the back as well, the base of that. So that is how it is. And for this side, similar thing, so it comes up there like that. That might be a bit confusing, but if you build it, it's going to be much easier to understand. And down into there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's actually move back to the thing. So group A and B, we don't need this anymore. We'll now soon bring you on with the overall rankings and the rankings for this event. I couldn't say rankings and podium, obviously, because we already have the podium. So we'll soon bring on the rankings and the overall rankings. So stay with us shortly. So guys, we are here with the rankings. So well, I realised that I always write small, so I've wrote it quite big now. So Circus win, Minty Maniacs second, Rangers, Blazing Blasters, Lara, Snow Wolf, Electro, and Oxygen. So that is a big hit for Oxygen, another big hit. So they've come in the past 4 events. So in event, wait, this is event 7, so it's 6, 5, 4. So in event 4 they came first, then event 5 they came 10th, so last, sorry, 8th. Then, so event 4 they came first, event 5 they came last, event 6 they came first, and event 7 they came last again. I told you they have no in-betweens, I swear. So now, we will bring on the overall rankings. So I've got it written down here. It'll be on the screen now as well, but it's right here. So Oxygen have received 0 points, and as you can see here, it says 40 for Minty Maniacs and 39 for Oxygen. So what I've written down here are the actual rankings. So it's 40 for Minty Maniacs, and they're in the lead. So what other position changes? What other position changes have gone on? We have, so it's just Oxygen, Minty Maniacs that have swapped. Then Circus has overtaken Rangers into 3rd. Snow Wolf, yeah. And the only other thing is Blazing Blasters have overtaken Electro, and they have now moved into 6th. And Electro are now tying with Lava in last. So Circus, with their 2 gold medals, that's enough for them to move. Only 6 points behind Oxygen in 3rd. So yeah, Circus are doing well, and Oxygen are doing worse than usual. Well, as you can see from this event. So now we have shown you the overall rankings, so you can still see them on the screen now. You can see how these marbles and these teams have progressed over the pots, and how they've switched positions and improved, such as Circus, or been varying in quality, such as Oxygen. That was a bit of a debatable performance there, coming third in their group and fourth in the bottom matchup. So thank you for watching. Nice course. It took me quite a bit to build, actually. Well, actually not too long, 10 minutes. Globule. Probably Globule. Let's call him Probably Globule. No, I'm joking. So he's probably going to be called Globule, maybe, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's the camera stand. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next video, in which I'm not yet sure what we're going to do now. When I'm recording this right now, I've literally just sent part 6 on upload. So this is the time schedule I'm recording it on. Literally uploading it, then going... So I'm editing it, then sending it on render, and going somewhere else doing something else. Then a while later, maybe 20 minutes later, or maybe like a day later, I come back, I put it up on YouTube, same thing happens, I go away, do something else. Then when that finishes, I publish it, and sometimes by that time I've already recorded the next video. So here I am now. The other video, part 6, is still uploading to YouTube, so I haven't published it yet. And I'm already finished recording this. Well, actually, it's probably finished uploading already, so I'll publish it soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. So all I have to say... That was a bit weird. I just said peace out, and I'm just going to say something else. So all I have to say is there are only 3 pots remaining, and if we just look back on the screen again, I'll do it over again. If we just look back, I'm afraid... No, I miscalculated it. It's actually true that Lava and Electra, who are at the bottom, can still win this. So if they get 10 points in every event from now on, so first place, and Minty Maniacs, who are the top team, get 0, then Minty Maniacs will still be on 40, and Lava or Electro, whichever one you're considering, will be on 49. So it is still possible for any team to win. So it's in anybody's hands, and especially with these parts, like as you can see here, living proof, it can go any way. Like it can be really strange. So yeah, look out for that. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for all the fans who are avidly supporting their teams. And I think we might actually bring you some other teams as well later. So I hope you're stoked for Christmas, because I am, and so is Globule. So Christmas is coming up. Eat up your advent calendars, as I say again. I'm on day 14 at the moment. It's my mum's birthday. Happy birthday. Day 14 of December. So, drawing to a close the marble rally, but not quite yet, because 3 parts aren't sure. And so, look out for the 2019 Marble Team Championship, because that will include the 3 teams that I introduced to you earlier. So once again, and the ultimate time, so the final time I'm saying this in this video, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.